Hey guys, how you doing? Today I'm going to show you how to make a butt ton of money as an average teenager. So let's get right into this. Alrighty, so there are four main ways to make money that I'm going to go over in this video. The first one is to work for somebody, which is the most obvious thing and the most common. The second is offer services like raking someone's yard and stuff. I'll get more into that later. The third is to create media like I'm doing here. Except for when I joined YouTube, I really didn't do it for the money. I kind of liked it because it was fun to make videos, and that's why I'm doing it. And four is to start your own business, and I will get into more of that later. First way is to work for somebody. This is the most common job for teenagers. You need to be a hard worker. You need a lot of time, patience, an assortment of other skills that go with the job. So like if you are working at a fast food place, you need to be able to work with people. You need to be able to make a Big Mac, stuff like that. Or if you're working outside for somebody, you need to be able to do a lot of hard work, a lot of physical work, and things like that. My experience with this is I worked for my aunt. I cut up turkey for her food business, and I started off working for $6.50 an hour, and I made around $2,000 a summer, which was pretty good money for being 13. The next year I moved up to $7.50. I got a raise every year of $1. I moved up to $7.50, which again was pretty good money, about $2,500 for that summer. And then this last summer I worked for $8.50 an hour, and I ended up with around $3,000, which I thought was like amazing money for being 15. The second main way people make money is to offer services for people, like mowing the lawn for them, or raking their yard, or cleaning their house. Just random little pickup jobs that you can do for people. This is the second most common way teens can make money. This type of work requires, again, the ability to do hard work. You're going to need some time. What I mean by time is you don't really want to rush raking someone's yard, because then you'll leave a bunch of leaves behind, and they probably won't pay you as much, and they're not going to want to hire you again. Some patience, and you're going to need skills specific to the services that you are offering. What I mean by specific skills is you aren't going to want to mow the lawn for somebody if you don't really know what you're doing, because otherwise they'll end up looking like crap, and they're probably not going to hire you again. My experience with this is, again, for my aunt. She needed some landscaping done, so me and my cousin, we tore out some rocks and stuff in front of her house. She had this bed of rocks, and we took that out. We had to shovel up all the rocks, and this took about 3 days. And so after we shoveled out all the rocks, we shipped them off somewhere, and then we put mulch in place of where the rocks were, just to, because she wanted the rocks replaced with mulch for her flower bed in front of her house. So that's what my experience was with this. The third way would be to create and sell music or videos or just media in general. So things you'll need to do this is patience, time, and creativity, and those things really go together. because you want to put time into it so that it sounds good, or that the video is of high quality, and you want to be creative. Just it makes the video a lot better. You don't want a boring video or any boring music, and you need patience just to be able to take the time to make sure your media is top of the line. You're also going to need the right equipment. Like, you probably don't want to be editing videos on like a smartphone, or singing for your music, singing into like a really crappy iPhone mic, or like one of those headphone mics. This is the third most common way teens make money. There's two main types of media, and that is music and videos. Music is just in general, and videos, there's tutorials, entertainment, reviews, and there's other kinds of videos. You pretty much know what these are. Also, one more thing you want to do is advertise. People aren't going to know you're making music or YouTube videos or anything like that if you don't advertise. This is one of the main ways people get known on YouTube and start making money fast. My experience with creating and selling media is, well, I do make music. I don't sing, of course. I really wouldn't want to sing. But I'll have my SoundCloud actually down in the description if you want to go check that out. But yeah, I make some music, and I do sell some, just pick up a few bucks here and there. And I also have a YouTube, and I put ads on my videos just to make a little bit of revenue from it. Not all my videos have ads, but Last but not least, the fourth way you can make money is to create a business. This is going to require, again, hard work, time to actually do what your business says they'll do. You're going to need some patience, because your business isn't just going to make $1 million overnight. And you're going to need to be able to advertise to let people know that you actually have a business and you're willing to do things for people. And you're going to need very specific skills that pertain to what your business does, because people don't want to rely on a business if they're not really very good at what you want them to do. What I did when I created my very own business was that I fixed broken iPod and iPhone screens, and I also jailbroke iDevices in general. So what I did was I basically went around telling people that, hey, I can jailbreak your iPhone or your iPod, and you can get tons of cool stuff on there for just $5. And people were like, okay, yeah, I'll have this guy jailbreak my iDevice so I can get a bunch of cool stuff. And people liked it, everybody was doing it, and I actually made at least $200 doing this just in 1 year, and that was pretty crazy, I thought. It wasn't a very fast-paced business, but I mean, I still do this to this day. I started back in 7th grade, and here I am in 10th grade, and I still do this. And I mean, I've made close to $1,000 doing this, and it's pretty crazy just jailbreaking. Fixing iPod screens is a whole different story. I mean, that's very slow, but I actually right now I am fixing 2 people's iPod screens, and I charge $40 each, 20 for the screen, 20 for labor, and people are actually pretty satisfied. And I like doing it, and they like that I do that for them for cheap, so they don't have to bring it somewhere and have to pay more to get it done. And I have experience doing this, so I know what I'm doing, and people trust me. Now it's time for the recap. Today's lesson was, you won't be successful if you don't put in the work. We went over 4 main ways you can make money as a teen. That is, working for someone, offering services, creating media, and starting your own small business. Doing all of these ways together can substantially increase your profits and make people envy you at school because you'll be able to afford the latest and greatest. If you have any questions or want any pointers about any of these money-making ways, feel free to ask them below. Thanks for sticking around, and I'll hope to see you again in the next video.